वेलकम टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल दिव्यांश शर्मा, जहां हम करते हैं काम की बात और कुछ नहीं। ये पॉडकास्ट हमने वर्चुअली किया क्योंकि हमारे जो गेस्ट थे वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया से हैं और हम उनसे कनेक्ट करने के लिए ऑनलाइन मीडियम को यूज़ कर रहे हैं। इसलिए मैं एक इंट्रो वीडियो यहाँ पे क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ ताकि आप इस पॉडकास्ट को एंड तक देखें। ये पॉडकास्ट एक करियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोच की जर्नी को लेके है और इस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट को लेके है कि करियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोच एक्चुअली करते क्या हैं और उनकी ज़रूरत क्या होती है। हम जब स्कूल में स्टडी कर रहे होते हैं तो हमारे आसपास टीचर्स होते हैं, देन हमारे आसपास हमारे पेरेंट्स होते हैं, हमारे ब्रदर्स सिस्टर्स कजन्स होते हैं जो हमें अलग अलग चीज़ों में हेल्प करते हैं, सही गलत में डिफरेंस समझाते हैं और हमें बड़ी गलतियां करने से बचाते हैं। फिर हम कॉलेज में जाते हैं जहाँ पे अगेन प्रोफेसर्स हमारे साथ होते हैं, हमारे फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, हमारे सीनियर्स होते हैं और वो हमें गाइड करते हैं। But as soon as we graduate and we start doing a job, or even if we start doing our own work, हमारा गाइडेंस वाला सर्कल थोड़ा कम होता जाता है। हम सिर्फ काम कर रहे हैं और आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हैं, हम डे बाय डे प्रोग्रेस कर रहे हैं। लेकिन काफ़ी बार ऐसा टाइम आता है प्रोफेशनल्स की जर्नी में जहाँ पे उन्हें महसूस होता है कि यार मैं स्टक हो गया हूँ। अब मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कि मुझे इससे आगे कैसे बढ़ना है, कौन सी डायरेक्शन में जाना है, कौन सी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ को एक्सप्लोर करना है, कैसा माइंडसेट रखना है ताकि मैं एक सीनियॉरिटी लेवल पे अपग्रेड कर पाऊँ। यही सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हमारे गेस्ट शिल्पा कुलश्रेष्ठ एक्चुअली फेस कर रहे थे अपने करियर जर्नी में, जहाँ पे एक ऐसा पॉइंट आया जब उन्हें अपनी करंट जॉब से रिज़ाइन देना पड़ा और उस टाइम पे उनके आसपास ऐसा कोई भी मेंटोर, कोई भी कोच, कोई भी ऐसा प्रोफेशनल नहीं था जो उन्हें उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट से बाहर निकाल के लेके आ पाए। और यहीं से उनके करियर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोच वाली जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई। इस पॉडकास्ट में हम बात करेंगे कि एक मेंटर, एक कोच क्यों ज़रूरी होता है प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए, किस टाइम पे वो मेंटर्स कोच काम आते हैं, अगर आप एक प्रोफेशनल जर्नी की तरफ हो तो किस तरीके से आपको अपनी लर्निंग कंटिन्यूअस रखनी चाहिए। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि बेस्ट क्रिकेटर्स, बेस्ट एथलीट्स हैव कोचेस, बट वी व्हेन वी आर वर्किंग इन अ कंपनी और वी आर डूइंग समथिंग ऑफ आवर ओन, we forget to have a good coach, a good mentor in our life. And with this podcast, we want to solve the same. Please watch this podcast till the end. I urge to watch this podcast till the end because it will give you a lot of clarity about your professional journey. Hi, Shilpa. Welcome to our podcast. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you, Divansh, for inviting me to your show.
Yeah,
Really
it's our pleasure to invite you, and you are one of our first guests for this podcast. So it's always a pleasure. Uh, let's first understand like how it all started for you. What was your professional journey, and how you reached at this point today?
my professional journey, I'm just wondering where to start. But if I could go back to my education was in finance. So I am a CA, a CPA, I've done MBA. So I started off as a CA and then I got into IT. So I started
Mm,
working on digital transformations and had a good career. I worked for some of the great brands, worked for Deloitte, Tech Mahindra, Westpac, which is one of the top four companies here in Australia, banking companies. And 2018, my career went through a massive pivot, which led me into the coaching world. So today, I help people who are in the mid career, who have worked for minimum 12, 15, 20 years, and they're at that stage in life where things are not as great as they thought it would be.
mm,
राइट एंड दिस इज
mm,
आई टेल टू स्टूडेंट्स ऑलवेज कि आप जो सोच रहे हो मेरा करियर 10 साल बाद 20 साल बाद ऐसा होगा, you just look at the people with those pot bellies, people who have given up in life, people who go to office, come back, टीवी देखते हैं, खाना खाते हैं, सो जाते हैं, अगले दिन फिर वही करते हैं, it has become an autopilot mode
mm,
and they're not getting juices out of it. So that's where I come into the picture to help them figure out um, why is it that they are operating less than their potential and what is it that they can do and to
mm.
enable them to fall back in love with their careers.
Got it, got it. You mentioned about that pivot in your career. How did that pivot come? Like, what were some early thoughts why you decided finally to do a completely different thing, like from a digital transformation leader to a career transformation leader? What was going in your mind?
right. I wish there were some thoughts, but actually koi thoughts nahi thi.
Oh.
So if I go back, um, so I had a pretty good career, back to back outstanding ratings, some really good awards, some of the best managers. In 2018, I realized though that I wasn't operating at my best
Hmm.
because 4 years, 5 years back, I had started working in an area where there were, pretty high stakeholders, CXO minus one people. And somehow I had spent the last 5 years of my career thinking, I'm not there yet. These people
Hmm.
will find out. So felt like an imposter sitting in the boardrooms where somewhere that performer inside me, the blue-eyed girl of Dehradun, she was lost. And she
Hmm.
got caught up in what we say the average game where I was struggling or somehow surviving, and I wouldn't have realized it until Westpac came in 2018 and said, you know what, Shilpa, ho gaya, ab nahi chahiye, or, we don't need you. You're not contributing enough. And that was the point where I said, oh my God, I wish I had seen this coming. I had some idea about it that I was not at my best. I had not felt great. I felt small entering those tall buildings, fancy buildings, waterside buildings. And I knew I wasn't contributing enough, but I kept brushing
Hmm.
that feeling under the carpet for years. And 5 saal baad wo tufan aa gaya actually. And
Hmm.
that was where I said, okay, I need to find out, where did I lose myself? What
Hmm.
happened to me? I wasn't like this. I was somebody that people looked up to. I was somebody who would come in the newspapers. I was somebody who made a massive contribution wherever she went. Where did I lose myself? And that's where I started digging deep with the help of coaches. So the first thing I did was to find out a coach for myself.
All right.
And with the help, started finding my pieces. And that, as it evolved, I found a very different me. And as I found a very different me, I said, okay, if I could do it, I
Hmm.
could get myself. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं who are caught up in mediocrity in the mid career. If I can start helping them, just like my coach helped me, that's where the thought took a concrete shape, and it became a full-fledged passion.
Got it, got it. It's pretty fascinating. I think we are coded in a way कि हम लोगों को we have to study in schools and then college में पढ़ाई करनी है, and then उसके बाद job या कुछ भी अपना करना है, and we forget that the continuous coaching is required in our professional journey. What do you like think then when you got this like information from your leader or from the company you were working at that time कि अब requirement नहीं है? You mentioned it that अब requirement नहीं है. What do you think? What was missing in that time? Like आपके अंदर क्या missing था या what was their requirement from your side which you were not able to cope, and how should people plan it? Like I think कि ये जो coaching है, it should be a continuous process. Like it should not end after the college. People should take coachings of one or the other things. Like best cricketers have best coaches. But in our life, in our journey, when we are kind of doing a job or a startup or something like that, we tend to avoid coaching and thinking कि यार अब थोड़ी ना coaching की requirement है, अब तो practical है सब कुछ. So what do you think, what coaching provides to a professional person, and what was missing in your career at that time which you got out of that coaching?
What happens is, a lot of times in life we are caught up in our past. कई
Yes.
बार आपका past बहुत अच्छा होता है. So my initial wins where I was a school topper, national level ranker, those kind of things, somewhere I feel that I was continuing in the illusion कि मैं आज भी वही हूँ. you
Oh,
know
correct.
Mind didn't absorb that I had fallen down the crack. Mind didn't realize that I am not that much open to challenges. Mind
Hmm.
didn't realize that different areas of wherever I go in business, in my company, they require me to be agile. So somewhere I feel that I knew I was kind of not doing well, but my own ego of मैं तो ये हूँ, and I am like this, and these people don't know enough, or I'm not made for politics. I think I started saying a lot of no's in life. I started
Hmm.
taking a very high view about myself. वो कहते हैं ना एक hollowness, and you cling on to that hollowness with a lot of pride कि ये तो मैं हूँ. I think that happened with me. I didn't
Hmm.
realize when my erosion happened over the years, because I mean coach क्या होता है ये तो बिल्कुल पता ही नहीं था. I the term didn't exist in my dictionary. I wish
Uh,
somebody had told me before. I wish people had given me early signals. But I think what happens for good. That was the best thing that could have happened to me. That was the biggest jolt that life could have given me. Otherwise
hmm.
पता ही नहीं चलता रिजेक्शन होता क्या है, पता ही
Right.
नहीं चलता फेलियर होती क्या है. बिकॉज आई हैड लिव्ड माई लाइफ इन अ लॉट ऑफ सक्सेस and then total mediocrity, no colors, black and white movie, वो चलता रहा सालों साल. I would not have realized what actual failure means. And now that I knew the pain of it, I could now think from the perspective of the people who fail in life. So I think
Hmm.
somewhere it made me complete. But if you ask, the reason was simply me being caught in the illusion of who I was years back. I forgot that that was an image, decades back. And I had become a very changed person, and I declined.
Correct. I completely agree to it that we should not kind of link ourselves to the past achievements itself. We should continuously look to improve. And you've talked about mediocrity, which is like willing me to ask a curious question. You've mentioned in your LinkedIn murdering mediocrity. First of all, I want you to break down the word mediocrity for us. And then why you've mentioned murdering mediocrity in your LinkedIn, like after your name.
Yeah. So mediocrity is if we are not operating at the level in life that we
Hmm.
would love to be. Like sometimes, it's like we are working towards it.
Hmm.
That's not mediocrity. When we are not working and we know हम तो इतना पैसा कमा लेते, या फिर हमें ये जॉब मिल सकता है, ट्राई नहीं किया, but we are sitting there
Hmm.
comfortably in this little pothole thinking that we can do this, we can do that, but हम कर कुछ नहीं रहे हैं. And we are
Hmm.
caught up there and we don't know how to break through it. Like kind of we know, so we have also given up the efforts, or we are just struggling, we are doing the same thing, same old. Somehow we are caught up in our situation, we are
Hmm.
stuck. And that's what I call mediocrity. Now it can happen with anybody. Like it doesn't mean that agar mera koi batchmate has become a CEO of a 50,000 people company, that person cannot be caught up in mediocrity. What, irrespective of the levels, people can get caught in mediocrity at various stages where they start playing a very below average or an average game. Because if you see,
Hmm.
हम सब एक ही पॉइंट पे स्टार्ट करते हैं. हमने अपने डिग्री की, हमने अपनी एजुकेशन खत्म की और हम स्टार्ट किए. कुछ लोग ऐसा होता है कि उनकी इनिशियली कुछ चैलेंजेस होते हैं घर से, या फिर उनके कुछ कंस्ट्रेंट्स होते हैं, कुछ फिनेंसेस या whatever, you know there are things, and they fall into a below average game, and the gap only widens as we go. Then there are
Hmm.
certain people who get the market rate right in their first job, and they continue in that rhythm. That is, average. So below
Hmm.
average, average. Then there are some people who get lucky and they get picked up by the right companies from the campus, and they start playing an above mediocre game. But
Hmm.
then what we don't see is the outliers. Outliers हमसे इतने दूर होते हैं. ये वो our work spaces के rock stars होते हैं जिन्हें हम देखते हैं और हम कहते हैं इनमें कुछ है जो हमें नहीं है. And
Right.
if we feel like that, I believe that we are stuck in the mediocre game. And for me, below average, average, above average, they are all stuck in the mediocre game, because आप outlier बन सकते हो. Everybody can if they decide and if they take all the steps that are necessary for it. Why I use the word murdering? Because I had a strong, strong feeling about it.
Hmm.
The pain that I went through. And ये pain ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई shrieking pain होता है. जब आप fail होते हो तो आपकी, I would say you shout,
Hmm.
there's a shriek that you can hear. But
Hmm.
the pain of mediocrity, it's a numb pain. It just numbs you. आपकी आवाज खो जाती है, आपकी प्रेजेंस खो जाती है, आपका कैरिस्मा खो जाता है. आप एक कोने में बैठ जाते हो, आप ग्रुप में बोल नहीं पाते हो, आप आर्टिकुलेट नहीं कर पाते हो, आपको नया जॉब नहीं मिल पाता है, आप जो भी आपकी सैलरी है वो कि चल रहा है तो चलता रहेगा, अगर थोड़ा सा भी जोल्ट हुआ तो ये भी चला जाएगा. सो यू आर सिटिंग इन दैट प्लेस वेयर यू हैव numbed yourself from everything better that can happen for you.
Hmm.
So that pain that I stayed in for 5 years, or maybe before also, I was getting outstanding ratings before that, but maybe it started before only. That pushed me to use that strong word, murdering, because I believe that every single person is born to stand tall and be
Hmm.
healthy in mind, body, and spirit. और अगर हम वो नहीं कर रहे हैं, mediocrity needs to be murdered, needs to be crushed, it needs to be uprooted from your life.
I think you've identified not only an important problem statement for yourself, like around that time, but also for most of the professionals who are there working out there. Because I can also observe and see that people, though they can perform, the potential is super high, but they are not performing. And instead of assuming anything about them of on why they are not performing, I think one of the main reason is that they are feeling very demotivated about themselves, and there is no guidance on how to get out of it. So this definitely is one of the biggest problem statement I can see. And I'm sure that with your career, like whatever you are doing today as a coaching, you must be solving things for these professionals only. So I want to break down into your professional career, like when you are kind of saying yourself a career transformation coach, what are your roles and responsibilities for your learners? Yeah.
My roles and responsibilities is whatever that person wants, wherever
Mm,
that person wants to get,
mm,
that
mm,
becomes my, I mean, I commit to that.
mm,
Now, it cannot be impractical that
mm,
aaj aap, you're making $300,000 and you
mm,
want to make 10 million next year. It is not going to happen.
mm,
Let's
mm,
be very, let's keep the truth into our mind, in our mind. But they can get unreasonable. Definitely they can get unreasonable. I believe the point where I started getting unreasonable about my success,
mhm,
my life transformed, right? So most of us are not, we are being very reasonable. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, या ये सबके साथ होता है, this is how life is. We give reasons to stay stuck where we are.
mm,
We need to get a little unreasonable. So whatever unreasonableness people want to get to, so if I talk about the results, that kind of results that I create, so people who are stuck in their career, like let's say somebody is a director and they became director pretty quickly, like usually in the early stages it is like a, you're running up the ladder. So let's say somebody became a director at 33 years of age, and after that for about 8 9 years the person was stuck in the same position.
mm,
And that is where the degeneration started, and
mm,
whatever we say, erosion, mediocrity caught up in that. And when the person started working on himself, he said, ye to nahi chalega, this is not acceptable to me. I cannot be stuck there and say that this is all okay just because I'm getting some money home, and director is not bad, theek hai, itna kar liya. The moment the person says that, and we start working together in literally, so I'm actually talking about a real case. In 2.5 months, the person got promoted to the VP level. Just
all
two and
right.
a half months. So what I do is to shake people up. So for
Mm,
me, that volcano that erupted in my life when I was let go,
mm,
that acted as that sent the tremors, in my universe. So what I do is today to shake the people of the universe of the people who are caught up in mediocrity, and break the rhythm that they have gotten, whether it
mm,
is जो भी मीडियोक्रिटी की रिदम जो बन गई है, एंड उससे बाहर कुछ सोच नहीं पा रहे हैं, पता नहीं और क्या कर सकते हैं और क्या पॉसिबल है, आई हेल्प देम ब्रेक इट and enable them to create some goals which are pretty rock solid, that will make
mm,
them fall back in love with themselves and their career once again, and commit to it. They bring
mm,
their 100% commitment, I bring my 100% commitment, to kya nahi ho sakta. That's how I love to operate. So
mm.
this is what I do as a coach.
Definitely. And just curious to know, how does their journey looks like? So let's suppose I'm coming to you as a learner and I'm enrolling, sharing my problems that I'm stuck at this position, and maybe mentally I think that maybe I don't deserve more than this, and I have to be here. Otherwise, if I resign from my job role, maybe I'll not get a better opportunity in the market. So this is a loop running in my mind that I can't do anything. I'm coming to you. what's my journey, how does my like journey looks like, next 3 months कैसे दिखेंगे मेरे लिए.
So there are two parts of it. One is the technical part, which is
Hmm.
the step-by-step process.
Hmm. Hmm.
For example, if you're looking for a job, you're not
Hmm.
happy with your current job and you're looking for a new job, but you have been trying and it's not happening. Somehow, आपको कभी अपने, you don't hear back on your resume, or sometimes you get an interview call, but you are not able to crack even the first round, or you crack the first 3 rounds. Like if we take the, Amazon's example, in the last 2 rounds you just cannot make it,
Hmm.
and somehow it is repeating and you're carrying the baggages of it and it's just happening again and again. So firstly, it is about the deep dive.
Hmm.
आप क्या कर रहे हो, आप कैसे सोच रहे हो, आप कैसे डिसीजंस ले रहे हो, आप कैसे आर्टिकुलेट कर रहे हो, it's getting into the depth of that person's own world um, to understand what is it that the person is experiencing and how is the consumption of information and the world happening, and how is the person putting it out. So it is going to that level of depth where we kind of challenge everything. What is the belief? Like you're saying कि मैं तो कर ही नहीं सकता. Let's say
Hmm.
person is
Hmm.
coming from that. So why does the person say that? What is his belief about himself, about the world, about the job, about whatever he's trying to do? So getting that right, and
Hmm.
then the way, the habits right, little things, observing. So basically I sit in an observer mode, helping them dig out gold from that zone which nobody has ever looked before. हम क्या करते हैं, हमें जॉब चाहिए तो रेज्यूमे हो गया, रेज्यूमे करेंगे हम लोग, भेजेंगे, इंटरव्यू क्लियर करेंगे, एंड दैट्स आवर वे, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वी विल गेट मोर एक्टिव ऑन सोशल मीडिया.
Hmm.
वो पार्ट कोई भी कर सकता है. आई इवन दो माय क्लाइंट्स गेट जॉब्स pretty quickly with the, I would say, in the shortest possible period of time,
Hmm.
with amazing ways, but I would say that part कोई भी कर सकता है. What is not easy is this deep dive, क्योंकि
Hmm.
कभी लाइफ में आपको कोई ऐसा पर्सन नहीं मिलता वो कहता है कि मैं तुम्हारा हाथ पकड़ता हूँ एंड देखते हैं क्या क्या गड़बड़ हो रही है. What is it that I'm not doing right? Never you get that person. Somebody who can
Hmm.
shadow you and get to that level of depth without judgment, just by curiosity, and get the things right in the right places for you. I believe that is what lets go of all that lack of belief in ourselves, self doubt, कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है, सर्टेनिटी आ जाती है, करेज आ जाता है कि मैं भी कर सकता हूँ, एंड क्लैरिटी भी आ जाती है. बिकॉज इतनी
Hmm.
बातें होती हैं, इतना टू एंड फ्रो, एंड द पर्सन नोज. टुडे ओनली आई वाज टॉकिंग टू somebody, and the woman said that, Shilpa, and this was the first time we were talking, we were not even clients, like she became client today, and she said, I'm not sure if I've ever talked to anybody to this level of detail
Hmm.
without fearing that I'm exposed. So that level of we have to keep the judgments away, go and do that deep work, and all the
Hmm.
technicality, yes, they have to be done, but I would say that is only 30% of the process.
Right. I think detailing becomes way more important in the job role itself when you grow from position to position. In the starting or maybe in first 1 2 years of the career, it is a mostly about what you are doing today, in next week or next month. As you grow as a leader, it is more about what are you doing in years to go, and how are you planning for yourself. Like that planning and that detailing in your mind is super important. And things like this, like talking to someone, telling them about your challenges, about your weaknesses, threats, becomes way more important, and we don't think about it. So that's definitely one of the important things which you talked about. There is part two of our podcast as well, Shelpa. So this podcast is to simplify careers for students or learners whoever are watching this podcast. So I want to go into the part two of this podcast, where I'll mostly talk about how can one become a transformation leader. Though it seems like there is no direct path to become one. Like it cannot be कि आज मैं college से graduate हुआ और आज मैं career transformation leader बन जाऊंगा. I'm sure this is not a straight way path, because you requires a lot of experience, the practical experience. But let's say today, if someone is at their professional journey and they have 4 or 5 years of experience professionally working with people and they're pretty smart and they think that they want to do this, how can they start their journey as a leader and how can they start helping other people?
Yeah. So that's a very good question, and I'm assuming you're talking about how can one become a career coach, right?
Yes,
That's
yes, yes.
so so I would say wherever you are, you can start. You know, हम सोचते हैं कि हमें इतना और एक्सपीरियंस हो जाए. Like today also, I deal with clients, and these clients are sitting at executive levels, and they say, okay, let me go to the next level, and I really want to become a career coach, but I want to go to the next level because at that point, I will be able to teach people how to get to that level.
Hmm.
आप जहाँ हो, आप ये सोचो कि there are people who are maybe a couple of steps behind you. If
Hmm.
only you can go back, even if there's a fresher, I would say, and what is really important is that feeling of contribution. That is important. उसके बिना
Hmm.
नहीं हो सकता. आप ये सोचो कि आप बहुत पैसा कमाओगे. Yes, there's a lot of money in this if you do it the right way, but don't do it for money because anything that you do the right way, money will come. It's a byproduct, right?
Hmm.
But if you're coming from the sense of contribution, if you want to make an impact, and हर ह्यूमन के अंदर एक वो तो रहता है, हर पर्सन इम्पैक्ट करना चाहता है, हमारे
Right.
अंदर की एक इच्छा होती है और
Right.
हमें अच्छा लगता है. कई बार हम सर्वाइवल मोड में फंस जाते हैं तो हम वो इम्पैक्ट नहीं कर पाते, बट द मोमेंट वी आर एबल टू इम्पैक्ट समथिंग, वी लव इट, राइट? सो अगर आपके अंदर है वो जज्बा, देन यू स्टार्ट हेल्पिंग द पीपल हु आर couple of steps behind you.
Hmm.
Tell them how they can get to where you are there today. And as you get that experience, you graduate to the next level. So I'll tell you, when I became a coach, I had absolutely, like, I had filled up my cup. I had found my missing pieces. I realized the mistakes that I was doing. I realized how I was thinking, जो भी सारी challenges थे, and I put in the right pieces, and I redesigned myself this time the way I wanted. And उसके बाद अब क्या करना है, उसके बाद I thought I want to do the same thing. But you know how
Hmm.
much I could think? I could think only to the extent, okay, let me coach teenagers, because I had my
Hmm.
own daughters, and I had brought them up very well, was hearing a lot of compliments on how good they are. We had no teenage dramas. So that only I could think about, because लगा ये मैंने घर पे किया तो मैं ये कर सकती हूँ. And then
Hmm.
one day I went there, and I did a workshop, the whole day workshop for these teenage children. By the end of the day, I was exhausted.
Hmm.
And I just knew I don't want to deal with the other people's children, because I know my children are pretty good. I don't want to deal with these kind of, their teenagers can be pretty rough. And it was not that anything happened in the workshop. There was no episode but the overall feeling was draining. So what I'm
Hmm.
saying is, when you start contributing, you realize कि आपको क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना, right? So I decided that day कि मुझे teenagers को तो coach नहीं करना. Then I decided to coach women because I'm a woman, right?
Right.
So abhi next easy thing kya hai? Women. Let me graduate a little bit and start coaching the women. And I realized when I opened this up, then more men started coming to me. Then I said, why
Hmm.
am I limiting it to men, to only women? I can do men. So then it opened up for men and women. And then it was the natural thing. I was standing there with somebody who was almost 2 decades into my career. So that became, जो भी इससे पहले है उनको I can help, जो भी 1 or 2 steps behind me है. So why I'm telling you this is, wherever you stand, start contributing to the people who are a couple of steps behind you. You will know whether this is what you want or not. It is like dating. You have to date
Hmm.
a couple of people, or maybe more, to realize whether this person is right. Similarly, you have to date a number of careers, or a number of, whatever options you want to get into, to realize that is this for me or not. And that is really important. You
Hmm.
may not make money in the beginning, but then
Right.
once you realize कि यही मेरा core है, then bring in the right business model in place. Now this is also important because I see a lot of people, and this is not only about people who are 4 5 years into their career. This is about people who are really really passionate about becoming career coaches. They want to be coached. They start coaching few people here and there, but they never actually take the coaching to
Hmm.
become a career coach.
Right.
हम जो कर रहे हैं और हम जो कह रहे हैं उसमें गैप हो ही नहीं सकता. I'm a coach I have my coach and I
Hmm.
coach people, right? I cannot say that I'll coach people and people need coaches and I don't have my coach, right?
Right.
So there cannot be a gap between what you say and what you do. So that is really important. Have the Once you realize that this is what you want to do, then get the right coach in place who can hold your hand, and it becomes really easy to navigate through the business and also to
Hmm.
make money. I see a lot of people, they stay in the initial part, वो impact तो create कर लेते हैं, but पैसा नहीं कमा पाते. And मेरे
Hmm.
हिसाब से any business of passion will lose its legs if you're not making money out of it. It is really important. And for
Hmm.
that, doing alone, risking so many years, like people I see coaching for 10 years, but they're not making money
Hmm.
just because they don't have the heart to get a coach and pay that person money. So these are few things that people can consider if they want to get started on this journey, or any other business also.
So we were discussing about how one can become a coach, and first part is like to start helping others, finding out what are their problem statements, as you did. But I'm sure that once you identified your target customers, I would say, or the target learners you want to point out, you must be doing a lot of practice, a lot of preparation, and then only giving the best output to these learners. What was running in the back end of your coaching? What preparation you did, and what preparation others should do as well?
Okay, what was running in the back was a lot of mistakes,
Yes.
spending my time on useless stuff. And जो भी नया entrepreneur होता है, उसमें बहुत craze होता है. They
Hmm.
want to work, they want to hustle. So
Hmm.
I was spending time like working till 2 a.m. in the night, getting up early, doing it, but all the wrong stuff. So I realized, like, even till date, I don't have a website, creating
Hmm.
all the fancy stuff. I realized that I need to cut all the fluff. I need to do real work. I need to create real impact and I need to make real money. That is important for me, right? So a lot of mistakes were going on in the background till I got my first coach who can help me in the business. I have
Hmm.
different kinds of coaches, a lot of coaches. So what I would say is, don't think about creating a framework.
Hmm.
Framework is not theory. Start, find somebody. So anybody who wants to become a coach, um, find people who you think you can help, or you have that mind, experiment with a couple of people. If you know that they want to achieve a certain target or they have some challenge that they need to resolve, work with them. And while working with them, learn on the job as well, right?
Hmm.
Because there are no rules about aisa karna, aisa nahi karna. This is literal, just go free, do everything that is required to make them successful. And let's say you take 3 4 people like this, and these are the pro bonos. You don't charge them anything because you're a new coach, right? Just
Hmm.
give with all your heart without any boundaries. And then after you've coached these people, because expectation of money is not there, so you
Right.
have, not that you will make mistakes, but you have a little bit of, you can learn on the job. You can be a little
Hmm.
slow in, this thing, but create the impact. Maybe it will take you 6 months to create the impact, or maybe 3 months. If otherwise, as a good coach, it would take 1.5 months. That's fine. This is your learning process. And once you have coached these people, let's say 4 people, then will evolve a framework which will be
Hmm.
based on the learning that you have gathered from each of them. Then is the time that you can decide, okay, इसके साथ करके मुझे मजा आया, इसके साथ मजा नहीं आया. So I will not be taking these kind of clients. I'll be taking more of these kind of clients. So that is where the filtration. So um, the kind of audience that you have, initially just go with solving a problem for someone and it will figure itself out, and your
Hmm.
framework will evolve. And then you will, look more for those kind of clients जिनके साथ आपको मजा आया और जिसके साथ आपका experience aligned हुआ. And when you go deeper into it, a lot of other things will come out. Your process will come out of it, systems will come out of it. Initially it will be just big enough for you to handle, then it will grow big, then you will get into group coaching and all. A lot of people ask me like, I want to do group coaching. It's not, group coaching is not like just you start doing it. You have to
Hmm.
learn, and then let yourself fail, and then let the framework evolve. And
Hmm.
in the process you will realize that you have become a coach who is capable of resolving any problem. So right now, like, even though like we are talking, the truth is that a lot of people come to me because of career, because career is the easiest thing for people to talk about.
Right.
मुझे जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है, या मेरी सैलरी is 50% of what I should be making. That's a good problem statement that they come up with. But when
Hmm.
I get into the depth of it, when I open the door and I get inside, I see there's so many challenges that the person has. Probably the person has challenge with communication, probably the person has challenge in how they present themselves to the people, probably the problem is because they have failed so much in the past that they're sitting there with those fears, probably they have stress, probably they have anxiety, probably there's a lot of politics and that has pushed them down a lot. So then you have to resolve all those problems with that, holding that person's hand, giving them enough confidence, bringing them back on the feet. And फिर job तो बहुत easy है.
Right.
So basically, if the coaches can develop that thing, that I can resolve the problems, and you will figure out what is it that you are absolutely awesome at, and that will become your niche.
Got it. Beautiful. Shilpa, you also mentioned that you also have a coach and you also take coachings or you learn from people. Who are your coaches and what do you learn out of them? Do you also follow people on internet? And if you do, what do you learn out of them?
So whatever so I've got a mindset coach, I've got a business coach,
All right.
I've got a coach which is of the system that I follow. So I've got these three coaches right now,
Hmm.
and based on my need, I keep adding people or taking a break on. And what do I learn from them is whatever I need. I
Hmm.
believe that each of us know we are the best judge of what do we need right now in life. And
Hmm.
mindset is a continuous. A lot of people think कि mindset हो गया. Like they might think that being a coach, my mindset is all set. किसी
Hmm.
का भी all life set नहीं होता. Yes, there are some right things that I follow, consistency and all that. But you need somebody to keep it in the right space, somebody with whom you can talk about the challenges and they can help you navigate through it. So mindset coach is somebody that I will always have.
Hmm.
And then what am I trying to do? Am I trying to do an event? Then I'll take a event coach. I will not do things on my own, that is for sure, because I've learned I don't want to waste time. इतना सही टाइम है, इतनी छोटी सी लाइफ है, उसमें एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है तो किसी उस पर्सन के साथ करो जिससे इसके बारे में कुछ पता है. दैट इज
Hmm.
फन, right? And that I don't want to spend 3 years learning, making mistakes. If I can avoid some, why should I not put myself into a speed lane? And that's exactly what I tell the people, who are dealing with mediocrity. Why do you want? Some people say, "Oh, samajh mein aa gaya. Now we will take care of our mindset and we'll do this. We'll create our brand." No, it will take you so long. If I can cut
Hmm.
short your journey by 1/10, I can make it 1/10 of it. Um, then would you not want to do it? So that is the primary thing that I am looking for from my coaches, and the variety changes, and I do exactly how they say, because I totally trust my coaches because they have done it, and I would rather go by their experience.
Got it. I think it's very interesting that in today's day and age, the importance of coaching is increasing day by day. And in India, especially, people are now realizing that they should get guidance from someone in the form of coaching, mentorship, or maybe in any informal manner as well. So I help people to produce podcasts. And in one of these production shoots, one of the speaker was talking about coaching. And he mentioned that when he kind of visited one of his friend was writing a book, and he was asking in general ki how's your like things going when you are writing books, what challenges are you facing, etc. And he very casually mentioned, oh, I'm not facing much challenges because I had a book writing coach. uh, so that made him kind of think about it ki yaar, uh, people take coachings for very small things as well, and it is about the acceleration of that process, right? You make a lot of mistakes. Book writing is not easy, but I'm not sure how many people will get this idea to have a book writing coach at first place and then write a book. People will think कि यार मेरे को तो पता है ना, I am a subject matter expert. I'll just mention, write down table of content, etc., etc. I'll read some books. I'll get some clarity from that, and then I'll write books. But having a book writing coach can speed up the journey and plus improve the quality of the book to the next level, maybe. Right. So it's very important, right? And I'm sure that you must be solving problems for people in that manner itself, where you are accelerating their journey. Of course, people can do things on their own, but वो जो टाइम लग जाएगा, आई थिंक आज वो टाइम शायद हर किसी के पास नहीं है. And it does not make sense to invest that amount of time once you are there in the professional journey. My last question to you is, I've been kind of going through your LinkedIn content as well. Uh, and I saw that you are posting about very small things as well on your LinkedIn profile. And that made me to kind of ask this question, that what's like, why people are sharing so many details, and why you specifically sharing details to your audience? Like, what's the benefit, or what's your mindset when you are sharing details to people?
Yeah. So I don't know which particular kind of details you're talking about, but Devyansh, it took me 4 decades of my life where I kept everything to myself because I
Hmm.
wasn't comfortable being who I was. But when I went through this transformation in 2019, then I was like, okay, I am not I will never allow myself to be judged by others. There are
Hmm.
things that I have done that I have successes. I will be able I should be able to talk about those successes without feeling that I'm boasting about it. I've had huge failures. I should be able to talk about the failures without feeling judged. I am going through the struggles currently. Everybody goes through, nobody is, sorted out for life. And I have these little things that happen in my universe, in my at my home, with my clients, with my friends, with my family. There's so many things which are happening. If only I can become an observer of it, and if I
Hmm.
can pull out the learning and share it with others, just like somebody helped me, 6 years back, maybe I will be able to help somebody who's in that boat or who's looking for that learning. That makes me do that day in and day out. And if you see, I'm very consistent with it because I don't need motivation. I'm not doing it because somebody is sitting on my head and saying, Shilpa, do it every day.
Hmm.
No,
Hmm.
because it gives me juices. And initially when I started, it came out of the thing ki brand banani hai, coach hai to brand banani hai, dikhna hai,
Right. Right.
that is where it started, I would say. And I would force myself because the introvert in me, it's not easy for that person to come out. Videos and podcasts, they're also not a natural thing for me even till
Yeah.
date, but I do it anyway, right? So initially it was force, it was wanting to be visible, but now this is like this is my nirvana state where I unleash myself every single day. There's a couch where I go and sit in the sun. Everybody at home knows not to disturb me, and there I spend some time writing stuff, and something out of what I write goes on LinkedIn. Yeah, so it is now my own, it's coming from my own hunger to share things
Hmm.
rather than that visibility and all. Jyoti, wo sab mil gayi. At a point you say it is not for that because my brand is already made, and
Hmm.
it will continue. I don't need to do it every day. Even if I do twice a week, it will go. But I want to do it because it is fun and I love it, and I want to contribute and I want to create an impact. That's why you see all those details coming out every day.
Got it. Got it. The reason of asking this question is that today people are pretty confused on whether they should post about things or not. But and also the mindset of posting. When we see people kind of creating content on LinkedIn, Twitter, it make us curious as well that मेरे को भी content create करना चाहिए. But I think once you figure out the right reason of creating content or of sharing details to people, then only you should do it. Otherwise you cannot kind of keep it in a continuation. एक टाइम के बाद आपको लगेगा कि यार अब मैं और नहीं कर सकता, because I was just doing it for like people to see me or for people to follow me, and now it is not coming out of my heart. But people should identify that if there are real reasons and you are enjoying this process, then only you should do it. And it's like building in public. You are
Mm.
talking about things like I saw your things only which you shared, where you talked about the journey, the incidents happened to you, or maybe you kind of also shared about things on TEDx. I saw that video as well. So जब तक आप बताओगे नहीं लोगों को, I think people will not get the idea, and a lot of people can get motivation out of your content. A simple content, a simple post can change your their day as well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I follow one rule. As long, like, identify your audience, and as long as what you write is adding value to your audience, that's it.
Right.
There's nothing else that matters, right? It cannot be मैं यहाँ गया था, मैंने ये खाया, मैंने यहाँ check in किया. That cannot be the thing. Yes, you can take out learnings from it, and if you are putting learnings in front of the people, yes, absolutely, go for it. It should add value, and as long as you're doing that, you will love it, your audience will love it, and it will be a very, very, joyous process.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Shilpa. I think I'm done with my set of curiosity asking questions to you, and it was a pleasure to have you on the podcast. The agenda is pretty fulfilled from my side. I wanted people to know about your journey, about your profession, and how one can do it. What's the importance of coaching, etc. And we pretty covered all the areas. So thank you very much. It's pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, Devansh. It was
Yeah.
a wonderful
Yeah.
conversation. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much.